Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. I am the Angry Gentleman, and surprise, surprise, another cooking episode. Believe it or not, I am trying to work on a video game episode. I know I keep promising it. Stuff happens. Deal with it. But for now, let's just enjoy cooking. Today is going to be an inspired chicken and rice. So you want 3 chicken breasts. You don't have to mix types of rices, but I'm going to do 2-part brown rice, 1 part normal rice, or white rice, or white rice. I usually just call the normal one rice, so it's weird for me to be like, oh yeah, the white one's white. And then green pepper, red pepper, then a little concoction I made, which has a dash of Worcestershire, cracked pepper, a dash of onion powder, some Italian seasoning, garlic salt. Then you're thinking of, there's only a dash of Worcestershire, and what's all that stuff? Well, I'm glad you asked. Metaphorical person who may or may not be watching this video. Toasted sesame seed oil. It's supposed to be great for Asian dishes, so chicken and rice. I mixed it up in this to give it a nice drizzle when it's time. I'll show you when to add that in. But for now, you just want to start cooking the rice. I'm going to do 2 parts brown, 1 part white. And I guess I'll get to the next part after that. So before I forget, I figured I'd mention, as far as rice goes, I'm using 3 cups, 1 cup of white, 2 cups of brown. You'll want it on a low, medium heat. Do not put it on high. So rice is a very sensitive ingredient. You don't want the water super, super high. You just want it enough that it will boil. You don't want to add any seasonings to this. All the seasoning will come when we cook it again later. For now, this is more or less just to kind of prepare and clean the rice before you actually cook with it. In the meantime, while that's boiling, you'll want to take 2 cutting boards, 1 for your peppers, 1 for your chicken. I personally am going to do peppers first because chicken makes your hands dirty. And that way kind of smoothens out the process a little bit more. So when it comes to the peppers, you're going to want to mince them as small as you possibly can. So get ahead and do that, and I'll see you when that's ready. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to stir the rice every so often. Just make sure none of the stuff at the bottom burns. Okay, so gradually turn down the heat as you mix it. When it starts to clump up like that, you know you're heading in the right direction. As you can see, not all of it is really mixing itself together. So you just want to make sure as things go, you remember to stir it. It's hard to do with one hand because I'm holding the phone with the other one. But you get the basic idea. Just continue to stir till it's all nice one big clumping. And then once it's at a reasonable amount of clumpage, then you make sure you have a strainer in the sink and you want to dump it out there and We will get to that step when we get to it. See, as you can see, just nice and minced as small as possible. It's okay if you have some bigger chunks, that's fine. Don't add them right away, just make sure you have them ready. Alright, so the rice is nice and clumpy. Just want to leave it in the strainer to kind of rest and cool off for a while so it doesn't burn when we put it back in later for the cooking. Next up, the chicken. Alright, so second to last step, well, not really, but last ingredient. So you want to take your chicken, want to trim the fat, make sure it's nice and good, clean it, all that good stuff, just so you don't have any like nasty like blood marks or veins or fat pieces or all that. None of the nasty stuff, basically. So take care of that, and I'll see you guys after. Alright, you see how I have them in nice small pieces like that? It's exactly how you want them. Then you want to put them in the pot, and you want to turn it on low to medium heat. I'll start with low, adjust as needed, and I am going to add just a pinch, well, not really a pinch, but a dash of lemon juice, and just to kind of add a little more flavor into that. Once that's cooked, I'll show you guys what the next step is. Alright, so the chicken is almost done cooking, so I'll just explain things now before I have to do everything all at once. But once the chicken is fully cooked, you want to drain the lemon juice. Then you want to take the rice and the peppers, and the sauce that we made earlier, and you want to mix it in with each other. But make sure you change the spoon out, because this one is used to cook the raw meat, so you don't want to use it for the final product. Alright, I'll show you guys it when it's done. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I figured one last thing that I think would tie this together is just 1 tablespoon of butter, maybe 2, and I'll show you guys the finished product when it's all done and on a plate. Alright, and that's it. And this is supposed to be a nice savory dish, but if you want to kick it up a notch, try some soy sauce. And that's about it. This has been Chicken, Rice, and Peppers with The Angry Gentleman. And I'm The Angry Gentleman, signing out.